Hello, I am Shikiri. Today is, it's Wednesday because I haven't slept. Anyway, we are thinking about moving because this project houses they're being renovated, and I think I blocked my sound. Anyway, so they're being renovated, and so if you are now in like Section A housing, I mean we are in a Section A housing, but we pay the market rent according to them. Okay, so for us, because we don't qualify, which is a good thing, obviously, we have to find our own apartment and move. It's really overwhelming. You feel like you have no support. But I'm pulling up my sleeves and looking houses and looking at an apartment to rent. And the thing is, if you look up in outside of the town, whatever city, which is not really like a big city that we live in, it's very expensive. Outside of the city, it's less money, but because we all have jobs, we want to at least commute 30 minutes. More than that, it's too much. That is why we want to move. No, that is why we're finding it hard to find a housing. It's very overwhelming applying houses, and maybe they're not gonna like us. Because I say that because I used to call some apartments and they would just hang up on me just right after saying my name. A lot of people did. So I'm no confident, like I don't have confidence in me. Unless someone referred me to a housing complex, I'm not gonna call them. I'm like, they're not gonna like me anyway, they're not gonna accept us. But maybe because we still have about 2 months to find a house or an apartment, because there's no like option. We signed this thing called voluntary exit package that we agreed to leave. There's no other option, obviously, because that would mean like stopping working. I'm like, what's the point? Because it's keeping yourself stuck in some situation, and it's not very stable. And what I learned this time is that it's okay to start over, sort of, because we were in dark. We lived in this place for so long that we forgot how it was to look for a house on our own. Not knowing like there's other places out there just to settle. And it's very scary to look for places. And maybe there are some people out there who always like move every 2 years, 3 years, not settle like for a long time. I love being safe and feeling like we are protected a little. But now I was so desperate. So I was looking on a Craigslist, and I didn't like them. So unless, look at you. Anyway, the reason why I stopped is that I didn't like it. It might be a scam. It might not be still safe. I worry about safety, but also moving into the neighborhood that you don't like, because it's where you find a house. You have to commit to live there for a year, which is like 12-month lease. So you still have to like it. You want to live there at least. But I'm happy that we're moving, because damn, yesterday people were fighting here. Literally, they were fighting about nonsense. I don't even know, because all I can see are people screaming at each other, almost beating up each other. Then the police were called. I heard about restraining orders, but it's just a few feet. I'm not good with it. I was used to kilometers and stuff. But girl, like this, it's not even 15s, like a tall guy with the big steps will probably like do 15 steps, right? From one house to another. And there is a restraining order between those houses. Like, how do you live with your enemy like that? Because any moment, any accident can happen, because they're too close. They were following each other from Walmart. It's a store, right? So I was like, because it's not the first time it happened, they knew they just moved here. They haven't been here for even 6 months. Yeah, and not that long. But they already have bad blood. That's what they call that. And I'm happy that we might move, luckily. But anyway, I was just trying to get this off my chest. Just say something about the situation that is happening. And moving, for me, it's okay. The only problem is like just finding a good house or an apartment where we can also afford, because the price is so high. Like you might have to pay like 2,400. I think it's less, but considering the people's income, it's not a less money. But then they say you pay 2,400, and then you pay your own electricity and heat water and hot water, and you pay for moving your own snow. Snow is the biggest thing here. And when I think about those moments, I shiver. Bye bye.